Hey YouTube, this is Steve's Trey. Today I like to do a product review or a product comparison. In front of me I have two iPod Classics. These two version or these two generation is probably the most confusing. So let's get started. On my left we have an iPod Classic 6th generation. On the right we have an iPod Classic 7th generation. Please ignore all the scratches. This one is just old, but you know it still functions, still play everything fine. That's why I use it every day. But as you can see, right off the bat, the color is different. 7th generation have a little slate light black, and this one is a little darker tone black. But they are all pretty matte. It's nothing, glossy finish or anything like that. To be honest, like these two iPod Classic, even though this is 6th generation, this is 7th generation, I would consider them are all 6th generation iPod Classics. Why? Because they weight pretty much the same. They all have the same click wheels, same screen size. Everything pretty much is the same. I would consider them as a different version, but people like to call this one the 7th generation, this one the 6th generation. So let's look at the outside. This is the front, and let's do a side by side. As you can see, the thickness right here, it's pretty much the same. I wouldn't say they are different in any way. And here's the back. This one's a little scratched up, but it's okay. They all have the iPod logo right here. I don't know if you can see on this one. This one says 160 gigabyte, and this one is 80 gigabyte. Same thing. Here's the bottom. Exactly the same. Here's the left side view. The right side view. And the top. The lock button is the exact same location. So is the the port right here. So let's get to a little detail, shall we? This is 7th generation. Keep in mind the color is a little different. The most obvious difference, I guess, is if you click on the menu and you go to setting and you click on it and you go to all the way to the top, go to about. As you can see, it shows the information about your iPod Classic or your device. It shows you how much storage, how much you have used. But you go to the very right, where it says serial number and the model number. As you can see, the model number here is MC297LL. And then this one, I believe, begins with MB. So setting, all the way to the top, about. Scroll to the right. As you can see, MB147LL. That is where you can tell the difference, I guess. If you have one, you're not sure if it's the 6th generation or the 7th generation. You can always go check, your model number and Google it wherever you want, and it will basically tell you which generation you have. This is the 7th generation. It offers the 120 gigabyte and also the 160 gigabyte storage unit, and this one is the 160. And on the 6th generation, it offers 80 gigabyte and 160 gigabyte. So it doesn't have the 120, and this one does not have the 80. Yeah, I know it's a little confusing. Of course, this one stores 40,000 songs because it's the 160 gigabyte, and this one is the 80, so it stores up to 20,000 songs. And the battery life, if you play music, this one is a little bit better. It's improved because it's newer. It plays up to 36 hours of music, and on video, I believe it plays up to 6 hours. This one is a little less. It plays 30 hours of video and 5 hours of music. And the dimension, like I mentioned, is the same. They weigh pretty much the same. All weights in 4.9 ounce or 5 ounce. But for demonstration, and because this is a comparison video, I have a weight scale here, and this weight scale is going to be set in gram. So let's see how much of a difference it is. Let's turn this on right here. And let's bring the camera over here. Let's make sure everything is reset to 0. And first up is the 7th generation iPod Classic. What we have here is 135.8786 gram. One more time. 135.87. 135.8. So 135.8 for the 7th generation. This is the older one, the 6th generation. 136.5. 136.5. So the older one is a little heavier, not by much, 1 gram. You can barely tell the difference. But in ounce, they are all 4.9 or just a little under 5 ounces. Their screen size is the same as we can see right here, exactly the same. I believe their pixel density is also the same. Both of them have 163 ppi, pixel per square inch, I guess. Size is 320 by 240. Both of them is a 2.5 inch LCD with a LED backlight, of course. Other than that, if you want to go really detailed about it, it's the model number, which is right here. This is the 7th generation. 7th generation offers 4 different models because there's 2 different colors. One is the silver one is the black. This is the black version. For the silver version and the black version for 120 gigabyte, the model number will be MB562LL for silver, MB565LL for the black. And of course, this is the 160 gigabyte. So black version is the MC297LL and silver version is MC293LL. And we go back to the the first generation or the iPod Classic 6th generation. This one, why do I back out of it? Let's go back. The black version 80 gigabyte is the MB147LL, and the silver 80 gigabyte is MB029LL. And then of course the other one is 160 gigabyte, and it's MB145, and the black is MB150. When they just started it, their price is exactly the same, $129 for the 80 gigabyte iPod Classic 6th generation, and for the 120 gigabyte, which is the base model for the 7th generation, is also $150. Like I said, this one is made in 2007, and this one comes, I believe, September of 2009, if I am correct here. Yeah, other than that, this is how you tell the difference between the iPod Classic 6th generation or the iPod Classic 7th generation. But like I said, I would like to think they're just different version of it. I wouldn't say this is a different generation. I would just say this is a different version. It's almost like iPod or iPhone 5 and iPhone 5s. Pretty much the same thing, just the chip is different. Maybe the color is different or wherever you want it. So once again, let's look at the back, the side, the bottom, and the top. Exactly the same. We even weighed it out. It's 1 gram difference. So there you go. That's the comparison of the 2 iPod Classics. A lot of people ask about. A lot of people are very confused about the different models and all that stuff. I am too. In this video, if I have anything that I said that's a mistake or is not inaccurate in any way, let me know. Of course, I don't really know a lot about those products. I only know the general difference, like how to check the model number, all that basic stuff. So I don't really know much of the detail. As you can see, though, in the back we have iPod Touches. Those iPod Touches are brand new, sealed condition. I am going to put them on my eBay store. So if you're interested in any of the iPod Touches, I have the blue, the pink, the yellow, in 32 gigabyte, and also the 64 gigabyte version. So if you're interested in any of the iPod Touches, please check out my my eBay store. I might even put these two on sale because yeah, maybe just I put on sale, see how much people will offer for them. Anyways, this will conclude the comparison video and also a I guess a sale video. Now I kind of mentioned it. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. This is Steve Stray. I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.